All right, coming in, Andy, Stanley, Jana, you guys, good morning, welcome. All right, so today's topic, 5 online tools you're currently not using to run your firm, law firm remotely. Tomorrow, we'll also be talking, we'll be doing how to get more local clients, and then Friday we'll be talking about 5 Chrome extensions you should be using. Good morning, Kalinda, good morning, Pamela, and welcome all you guys that are here. All right, before we start, I also wanted to tell you guys that we're starting Legal Funnel Session 2. It's starting on Tuesday, and we'll be closing up enrollment on Monday. So if you're serious about growing your law firm, getting more online, and automating your law firm, make sure to go to legalfunnel.com/video to watch a short video on the left side, and on the right side is a short application, and you book a call with either Kalinda or Ash. There are Legal Funnel advisors, and they'll let you know how we can help you and whether you're a good fit for the program. Again, we're only taking on 20 students. We already have 12 students enrolled. 2 more are signing up today. So we don't have that many spots left. All right, so today's topic, 5 online tools you're currently not using to run your law firm online. By the way, as I'm talking, please feel free to ask questions and engage. I'll answer you guys' questions as it comes along. So these online tools, I use 56 online tools, and I have a lot to share with you guys. But these tools that I chose for today, these 5 online tools, are specifically for running your law firm remotely. So only those essential tools that you need to run your law firm remotely. Hi Ash, hi Elena, and hi. Good morning, guys, and Thomas. Good morning. Hey Elena. All right, so the first tool, you need a calendaring tool. A tool where you're not going back and forth and you're not emailing him, hey, is this time good for you? How about this time? How about this time? You should not be doing that. Actually, I had a partner for one of my businesses who was doing that, and I'm like, why are you doing that? You should instead send me a link where your clients and your prospects can do a booking with you. So the best one for this is Calendly, and I've tried out different scheduling tools. I've tried out 3 or 4 different scheduling tools. I use Schedule once, and I use another one, Acuity, and I can tell you that Calendly converts and does the best. The reason why Calendly works so well is because it's the most popular. So people, when they see a Calendly booking, they just know what to do. So use Calendly. Their Pro feature is $15 a month, and you want to use the Pro feature because they have the feature where after the booking, you want to send them to another page, and you don't want to just show you don't want to just show on the notification of, hey, congrats, you did your booking. No, instead you want to send them to another page. Why? Because inside your funnel, you could create, if you send people to another page, you could set up codes, Facebook pixels or Google Ads tags and codes on that page, and tell Facebook and Google, hey, whenever somebody lands on the booked meeting page, then they have booked a meeting. And if you basically do marketing, you could create audiences out of that. You could basically tell Facebook, hey, anybody who hasn't done a booking yet, go ahead and show them these ads. So that's why it's very important to use the Pro feature in Calendly to send them to a thank you page, so that you could, when you have your marketer set this up for you, and I'll teach this inside my program, so that you could create an audience out of those people who haven't finished doing a booking with you. Other thing you could do with Calendly is you could ask your qualifying questions. I got this question about, what if I get bookings from people who are not qualified, or who just waste your time? So what you can do is, inside your Calendly, you could ask qualifying questions, ask questions that really qualifies the lead. From that, you'll get the answers. And then you'll actually be able to cancel, reschedule them, do whatever you need to do with the lead so you don't have to get on every phone call or every meeting. So use Calendly. Full discretion, I do use Schedule once for my own legal funnel. And I would not recommend it though, because it's a little bit complicated to set up. So for 99% of you lawyers, just for easy getting it up, use Calendly. Schedule once does have some features that are better, but I would say that's not relevant for you guys. Just for you guys, I recommend Calendly. Okay. Second tool, very, very powerful. Dan, what's up, Dan? Alex, Natalia, and Christian, welcome, guys, and Kalinda. All right, so the second tool is Loom. Loom is a tool where you'll be able to use to record your screen, and it also takes, if you like, it also takes a video of you. It takes your camera, your computer camera, also puts a video of you and records your screen, and it's you can use it to give instructions to your team, or anytime that you need to communicate really well and show your screen. That's what you can use it for. So I use it for providing instructions to my team. Sometimes when I need to explain something, and I have a hard time writing it, I just record my screen. So something that, like, let's just say it's something that I'm trying to set up a partnership, a relationship, where I need to talk it out, where I can't type it. I use Loom, and it takes, what's great about Loom is it's only like 2 buttons, click, and quickly you'll be able to take the video, and then after you create done, it automatically creates your link, and all you do is copy and paste that link that you can send inside of email, inside of Slack, etc. So use to send instructions to your team, and it works really well. Honestly, it's because you'll be able to hear from you, see for your face, and also see your screen. It's just a great way to provide instructions. Carlan does whatever Sam says, go with it. Thank you so much, brother. George and Kashi Bear Arashadi. All right, so the third tool is Slack. Slack is a tool for communicating with this is important. Why do you need to have a tool for communicating with your team? So even if you only have one person in your team, you have your admin, you have your secretary, anybody, you want to send them to an internal tool so that you can communicate with them throughout the day. You don't want to do it through text. You don't want to do it through email. Slack is the best tool for this, and over time it opens up the communication channels so that it's, once you add on more people to your team, then you'll be able to create kind of like an ecosystem of having your team members all in one place. The benefits of having Slack is you'll be able to create channels, which are pretty much like group chats. You'll be able to integrate Slack with other online tools, such as if somebody does a booking with you, you could tell Slack, hey, send me a notification, send me a message on Slack, or go ahead and send a message inside of this Slack channel. It also has integration with Stripe and PayPal. If somebody submits a payment, you can notify Slack, which is great for, let's say, notifying your team, which is, for me, that's very important. To just say, if I have a bunch of salespeople that need to be notified as soon as the sales come in, as soon as there's payment, that notification is sent. All the closers can see that. And what else? Also, Google Sheet. If somebody shares a Google Sheet with you or makes a comment out of a Google Sheet, automatically notifies you instead of Slack. A lot of great, you'll be able to integrate it with a lot of other tools, and it works out great. So Slack. Good morning, Arshadi and Michael Weiser. Good morning. All right, the fourth tool. And at the end, I know you guys are joining, and then I'll summarize at the end also, so don't worry if you guys missed some stuff. The fourth tool is for sharing passwords. It's you definitely need, even if you don't have any, you need a password manager. The best tool for this is LastPass, LastPass. Your passwords, first of all, for storing your own passwords, and 2, being able to share passwords with your team members without them seeing your password. So a lot of times when you have to give access to your team, hey, go do this, go do that, the first thing you do is you share your passwords with them, and then that way they have access to those online accounts. There are other password software to use. Dashlane. Do not use Dashlane. That's a trap. It's very glitchy and had a lot of problems. And then there's also, I believe, 1Password, 1Pass or something like that. Do not use that either. I've heard bad things. Just use LastPass. I've been using it for the past year. It's been very smooth and very easy, and it's very fast. LastPass for sharing passwords. And also another benefit of having LastPass is you should not, and I'm also guilty of this myself sometimes, is you should not have the same password for every online app. If something happens to one account, if somebody, a hacker or somebody finds out one of your logins, so let's just say if they find out an email associated with one account, then they could try logging into other accounts. So you usually want to use different passwords. And if by having a password manager, you'll be able to just store those passwords inside the password manager, so you don't have to remember 400 different passwords. So it makes all your accounts more secure by having LastPass. The fifth tool, very, very powerful, and it's a little bit more advanced, but it's probably the most powerful tool that I use, is Zapier. So what Zapier is, it's a tool that integrates and connects two different online tools together. That basically there's a trigger, and then there's something that's done based on the trigger. So let's just say, for example, if somebody fills out a form, let's just say somebody fills out a form on my website, then I want to create a Zapier that says, hey, every time that somebody creates a form, then go ahead and take those answers and put it into a Google Sheet. And that's very important. Next thing that I could also, other Zapiers I could create is, okay, anybody who comes in a Google Sheet, then go ahead and add them to my Facebook audience. And I could also, let's say, if a lead comes on a Google, or a client comes on a Google Sheet, go ahead and use sales message to send this message. It connects two tools that you have, and it integrates them so that it'll be able to communicate, takes this data from one and makes you put that data in somewhere else. Another thing you could do is let's just say somebody does a Calendly booking, it takes that information and puts it on a Google Sheet. That way you keep track of all your bookings. And that's very important for me, because I do that because I want to know exactly how many bookings I'm getting on a daily basis, who's getting those bookings. That way I can analyze, okay, well, this person got this many bookings, they closed this many clients, and it's very important to be able for me to keep track of that data. Other apps that I use, I guess the biggest one is just for people that fill out, let's say, intakes, for the information to be saved in Google Sheets. I use the Google Sheets a lot. Everything runs on Google Sheets, so I want that data to be fed to Google Sheets. And then also, if I need to be notified of particular leads, I want those leads to be texted to me, which I basically use Zapier to connect. Again, let's just say, if I have a lead source, I want to say if anytime that lead comes in, then go ahead and text me that lead using sales message, and I use it in that way. Zapier. I would say, though, it does have a little bit of a steep learning curve, but once you kind of figure out the value of it and do a couple of them, then it becomes really valuable to be able to put these tools and let it basically take data from one place and do something else on the other side. So to summarize, the first online tool it's for a calendaring system. You want to use Calendly. It's the best one. It converts the best. Do not use ScheduleOnce or other ones. Calendly works the best. It's $15 a month. Very worth it. The second tool, if you need to provide instructions to your team, use Loom, Loom. The third tool is if you need to communicate with your team, use Slack. All you guys, by the way, that have team members, or even one team member should have Slack. Do not use Skype. Use Slack. Fourth tool, if you need to share your passwords with your team, use LastPass. And fifth tool, if you need to integrate and connect two tools together, you can use Zapier. Zapier could be its own video and all the benefits that come with it. And hopefully I'll make a video most likely for my students and about how to use those tools. These tools that I shared with you guys is only for running your law firm remotely. I use 51 other online tools to be able to automate my law firm. I just wanted to give you guys two more valuable tools for you guys being here. The first one is you need a tool for you to keep track of your day, so that you know exactly what you're doing that day. The tool that I use for this is Todoist. I used to use Wunderlist, but Wunderlist unfortunately shut down. Actually, it's gonna shut down in 7 days next week. And I used it for 4 or 5 years. It was a great tool, but now I use Todoist. So it's pretty much the tool that I use the most. That's where I put all my to-dos for that day. Everything that I need to do on that day, also anything that I need to schedule out or remind myself in the future, I used Todoist. And then the next tool that's really, really valuable that I use on a daily basis is some kind of text expander tool. What a text expander is if you need to save some content, some copy that you type over and over, instead of typing it over every single time, you can use a text expander to be able to type out a short code. By writing a short code, it will automatically give you the full text. So let me give you an example. Let's just say somebody, I need to remember somebody's email, but I don't want to remember their email on top of my head. So I create a short code for semicolon their first name, and by me typing that on my computer, semicolon, it just says semicolon Bob, it will automatically give me their full email address. Or let's just say if I don't want to keep typing out my full mailing address, so all I have to do is put the first couple of digits of my mailing address, and it will type out the rest of the address. Or it could also be used for, let's say, paragraphs. If I need to, if there's a paragraph of people ask me questions all the time, and I need to give that answer, I create a short code for that, and I just use that. So that will save you a lot of time. And at this point, I probably have hundreds and hundreds of these short codes over time. If I see that I know I'm going to be using that, I need to remember something, or I'm going to be using that, I'm going to be saying the same thing over and over, I create short codes for it. And the best tools for that, if you have a Mac, it's called Atext, A-T-E-X-T. If you have a Mac, you use Atext. And then if you have a Windows, you could check out Text Expander. Both great tools. So again, to summarize, Calendly, Loom, Slack, LastPass, Zapier, and then the two bonus tools is Todoist and Atext or Text Expander. Thanks, Mukul, appreciate that. Again, just wanted to notify you guys, the Legal Funnel program. We just actually have one new student enrolled while we're doing this live video right now. Again, we're starting session 2 next Tuesday on May 5th, and we're closing up enrollment on Monday, May 4th. It's 6 weeks, 6 modules. It's a live coaching program. 6 weeks, I get on basically on a Zoom. It takes about 90 minutes. Systematically, I go through and explain to you guys exactly the two biggest things that you get out of it is how to get legal clients online the same way I have. And the second part is how you can automate your law firm. I'm huge with technology and using these online tools and be able to be very efficient with my time. I'm not directly involved with any of my law firms at all. I basically create the systems for it, and it's running on its own. Thanks to my amazing team members. Obviously, it takes a team to do this. It's not just, I'm not saying that it's me doing it. I have a whole support staff, but I'm not directly involved with the day-to-day operations. And all I could do at this point, all I do is I basically work on the business. I help it grow even further, either by doing more marketing or creating more systems in place for my team members to be able to retain those clients, and be able to serve my clients, and to get more Google reviews so that it feeds itself and it feeds a loop and it continue growing it. Melanice, I'm so glad. Hey, welcome, Melanice. And Josh, welcome. Melanice, I'm so glad you joined. Diana, thank you, Sam, for all this info. Is there anything you recommend to automate documents and forms? Yes. For example, rewriting the same letter over and over. Just change the name, address, and yes. I'm so glad. Great question, Diana. So what you can do, and this is what I do, is I use either you can use Microsoft Word document or Google Sheet document. And what you do, anytime that you need those placeholders, anytime that you need to change the name, I put those things in a bracket, okay? So let's just say anytime that I need to change some part of the thing, I put those in a bracket, and I just put bracket name, bracket company name, bracket address, and then my team is trained to go and replace those brackets with the client's information, okay? Brackets, that way, why you want to use brackets is that you could be able to just do a Control F to find those brackets and just do a replace all to replace those brackets. That's one way. If you really want to get do this on a mass scale, then there's tools like Documate, I believe is another one, is a tool that you can use to automatically take form answers and put them into the document. You don't need to do that if you just have a VA that can do all this stuff. I would say just by using brackets, that gets the job done better than anything. Kalinda, thank you. If you Melissa, he's already watching you. That's amazing. Yes. Yeah, I've been seeing ads from Laya, and you guys probably must be seeing their ads too. I checked them out. I wasn't too fond of it. I wasn't too impressed by Laya. And I think they were charging too much for whatever the value was. I think the best thing is just have a VA do it. That way there won't be any mistakes, and they won't go into running issues. Michael Lishir, welcome. Benji, welcome. Yeah, I would say just use the brackets, Dana. I think that works best. Again, don't forget, if you guys are serious about getting more clients online and automating your law firm, please go to legalfunnel.com/video to book a time, fill out the short application, and book a time with either Kalinda or Ash. There are Legal Funnel advisors. They'll be able to tell you about the program and tell you exactly what comes with it. Again, it's very systematically structured, one by one. The first module, and I'm just quickly go over it, is just the fundamentals of understanding funnels, because it's very important to kind of understand funnels and the principles that are kind of like the underlying principles. Once you go through those principles, then you'll know exactly how to get legal clients online. Not the actual. I'm not gonna share the actual techniques in module 1, but really the understandings and principles behind it. Second is where to find your legal clients, the best traffic sources to find your legal clients. And there's very particular ones, and I only get you guys to focus on one, and I help you figure out exactly which one you should focus on, and also give you the exact practical ways that you can use those traffic sources to get clients. That's module 2. Module 3 is I hand you guys over one of my funnels. There's 3 funnels that I share with you guys. One is called the legal funnel high ticket call funnel, which is the funnel that most of you guys are going to be using. That funnel is made for lawyers who need to nurture their clients, which is pretty much all lawyers, and to get bookings. The second funnel is called the call now funnel. Those are for lawyers. That's for personal injury lawyers or employment lawyers who have urgent issues where you need to get the prospects to call you right away. And then if the third funnel, it's called the low ticket funnel. If you have an offer that's $500 or less, you usually don't want to send them. You don't need to send them to a booking. You just want to send them to a sales page. I hand over all those funnels to you guys. The fourth module, I teach you about how to automate your follow-up system and how to create automation in your law firm by automating your emails and your text follow-ups, and pretty much how to automate that part. Module 4 is learning how to delegate and hire VAs and how to automate your law firm. There's a lot of other tools that I teach about how to automate your actual law firm when it comes to the client generation side, and also how to service your clients. And then module 6 is how to get reviews, how to get Google reviews the same way I have. I have about 1,440 Google reviews at this point. I have a very systemized ways to getting those reviews. There's an actual script that I give away, and also the automated system, how I'm able to automate the entire systems to get reviews from 1/3 of my clients. It works out really well. And then the good thing about those reviews, once you get those reviews, is that it helps you get more clients. So it's like a cycle. So I teach you all 3 parts: how to get clients, how to serve your clients and automate that, how to get reviews so that those reviews feeds the entire system again. And if you, by doing that, it just feeds the system and you continue to grow. Great. And then just wanted to give you guys also a summary of what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to get more local clients, specifically local clients. There's very specific advice I have about that. And then Friday, I'm going to be sharing 5 Chrome extensions that are going to help you grow your law firm and get more legal clients. All right, let me just double check to make sure that I answer everybody's questions. Hagup, Jana, Thomas, Elena, Ash, Nathan. Amazing, I noticed so many of you guys' names. Dan, thank you for your nice words. Elise, Moko, thank you for your good nice words. Josh is the man. Josh is an immigration lawyer, and he's actually very savvy. He's also very funnel savvy, and he actually, when I met Josh about 5-6 weeks ago, he had a funnel. Which is very, very rare. But I saw some things where I knew I could add more value to Josh, and we got Josh into our program, and he was able to learn and apply a lot of things that he learned from the course to make his funnel even better and become even more successful. So go Josh. All right. Other thing I wanted to share with you guys, by the way, is in the past month or two, I found a new lead source for a new law firm that I started just a month ago, and it's been working out amazingly. From this lead source, I was able to get 300 leads in the past 3 weeks, and I've also been able to retain 17 clients. For imagine new law firm, brand new law firm during coronavirus, from 0 to 17 clients in 3 weeks, which is really impressive. And it should even be 30 clients, but we have so many leads that we haven't even had time to go hit up all those leads and retain them. I'm gonna be sharing those secrets of that traffic source and the client source inside my program. And also, if you're in my session 1 legal funnel, I'll share that with you guys too. So don't worry, you guys won't miss out from that too. But that's only shared to our legal funnel students. It's one of my secret sauces that's doing really well for me for one of my new law firms. I only want to share that to our students inside of our program. All right, I just wanted to keep this short. My plan originally when I planned out these 4 Facebook Live videos, I wanted to keep it 10 minutes. Looks like we're going to 30 minutes. I hope you guys got value. If you got value, please comment and just let me know, and also like the video so that other lawyers can see the video as well. It really helps out a lot. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. How to get more legal clients. How to get more local clients. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.